last one. Y'all, we need to do a Get Mascara a ring light. I'm losing my lighting. And also phone falls and a good camera. Y'all, I want to start a YouTube channel. A major. We have gone through C sharp minor. This should be slightly easier now after suffering a little bit through C sharp minor. Some of you have told me that it's difficult to keep track of how long you've played the half note. For now, don't worry about it. It'll make more sense when we go faster. If you mistake the half note for actually a half note, not a big deal. I'm more concerned about getting like the general right rhythm plus right notes. We want right notes the first time because it's harder to learn right notes the second time around. Last time we did the piece at 60 beats per measure. The eighth note gets the beat. We're gonna go 10 beats faster, 70 beats per measure. The eighth note still gets the beat. Thank goodness for technology and the beauty of YouTube, because you can just rewind and do it over and over and over again until you get it 100%, and I mean 100% correct. Do not move on. Boston says so. Do it. 80 beats per measure, 10 beats faster. Same thing, section 1. Time to add section 2. So section 2 is going to seem like it's a really, really big section. You can actually divide section 2 into 2 kinds of sections, like you would play the first 4 bars and then add the next 4 bars. But again, the beauty of YouTube, you don't need me to stop and go and stop and go. You can just rewind the video as much as you want. I'm going to start in measure 9, which is the beginning of section 2, spanning all the way to the downbeat of measure 18, which will be the beginning of section 3. I'm slowing my metronome down to 60 at the 8th note, even though it's going to be really difficult with the triplet, but it's okay. Don't worry about it again, as long as later on we get it down the line. So just follow my lead. So it feels like a lot at first. Divide the sections in half, especially when you're not practicing with this video. Give yourself a chance to actually figure out the notes first. Mark some accidentals as well. For instance, some things to mark in this section because it's tricky and easy to miss. Measure 10. You have an E sharp, which is equivalent to F natural, and it carries through the measure. A lot of people have been missing this lately, so I would make sure that you would mark the other 2 E sharps in that measure. Measure 11. B sharp, again, is the same as C natural. You also have an F double sharp, which is the same as G natural. Don't forget, you have G sharps throughout this whole piece. E sharp, again, same as F natural. Doesn't matter what octave, it is the same. Measure 14. Let's talk about the fingerings here. It's easier just to show you. So notice here that we have lever A sharp. We know that lever is the only note associated with B flat. So these two are going to be levers. This next one is going to be a 1 and 1 because you're coming from a high E natural. The first finger is already being utilized. I know, wah, 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 you don't like 1 and 1 B flat. Oh well, get over yourselves. Look at those nails. So, the last 2 will be levers. You could use 1 and 1, but my fear is that when it goes fast enough, you're gonna have a hard time playing it fast. So, that is what you need to mark on your music. Do it now.
Have you done it? Why is she spicy?
Continuing on, measure 15, again, lever A sharps. You have F double sharp again. You've experienced this note enough by now that you should probably know it by now. Measure 16, I'm just going to tell you right now, I would mark the high G sharp. That is the highest note in that measure. Measure 17, you have a low C double sharp, which is just the same as D natural. More than likely, if you have any double sharps in your music, it's going to be the chromatic note next to the note that's written. Other than that, that's really all I have for you. This one's really straightforward, unlike C sharp minor. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on GroupMe, text me, leave a comment so I can read it later. It just helps me understand what's going on. Bye-bye!